Adab, my name is Fayaz and welcome again to Imagine Ecological Entrepreneurship. So today we are going to talk about what is ecological entrepreneurship and how do you build and grow an ecological entrepreneurial venture and how do you make it successful? How do you manage it to make it successful? So ecological entrepreneurship, as the name suggests, is entrepreneurship, and traditional entrepreneurship is when you set up a business in with an approach to solve a problem or with an approach to improve a service or a product. That is the traditional entrepreneurship. And ecological entrepreneurship means when you take into consideration the ecological needs and resources, the cultural needs and resources, and then the human needs and resources, and then integrate them with technology in a way and manner that not just helps you build a profitable business, but it seeks to undo the damage that the quality of our life and of the ecology has suffered. So again, ecological needs and resources, cultural needs and resources, human needs and resources. And when we say human needs and resources, it is the needs and resources, the capacities, knowledge and skills of the person, the values of the person who is designing or thinking about doing this business, and then also the needs and resources of the people in the community, who we are targeting as customers or who we are going to exchange value with. So ecological needs and resources, cultural needs and resources, and human needs and resources, then integrating them with modern day tools and technology and know-how that is available to make it work. So how do you go about building an ecological entrepreneurial venture? Is that you begin with a self-analysis, a reflective self-evaluation exercise where you audit yourself, your own values, you determine your own values, you try to understand what your own values are, what your own interests are, aspirations are, what you think your expertise is, what you think your inherent interests are. And how do you do that? There are multiple ways of doing that. You can simply pay attention to what attention to your reaction to different things that you encounter in your day-to-day life. What subjects attract you, what things around attract you, how and another way of doing that is by paying attention to what your friends, for example, ask you about. They may be asking your advice about something, they may be asking your help about with something. So those things will also give you clues about your own expertise, because your friends know your strengths, and same goes with your family. Your family knows your strengths, so they would also be often asking you your advice or your opinion or your help with something. So think about those things as well, and and also pay attention to the kinds the things that make you happy. Or imagining where do your daydreams go, what are your daydreams, where does your mind sort of take you often, and what gives you pleasure, what gives you happiness. For example, for some people, spending time with nature gives them pleasure. Traveling to places, trekking gives them pleasure or makes them happy or calms them down. Or for some people it is interacting with people or helping other people, facilitating things for other people, that gives them happiness. So those kinds of things. So there are different another way of doing this is what we call a tree exercise. So imagine yourself as a tree and imagine what would be your fruits that you would like people to enjoy, and what would be your branches, and what would be your leaves that help you produce those fruits, and what would be your roots that inform your that roots would be your values, and those values would inform the business that you will develop, and what kinds of services, spaces, products or programs you will develop and share. So that, and then how do you make it successful? So to make it successful, we have designed, sort of from our own experience, a model which is called 3BM success design, which means, first of all, you figure out the basic mission, and the self-analysis that I was just explaining gives you information for that. What is your basic mission in life? It helps you understand your values and your aspirations and your dreams and your mission in life. So that's when you figure that out, your basic mission in life. What would you like to do with your life? What would you like to achieve with your life? And then turning that into a business model. So how do you do that? You analyze the needs and resources in the society around you, in the community around you, in in terms of how to match your mission, to turn your mission into services, spaces, products or programs or whatever you think is appropriate, to connect it with the needs that exist in the society, needs of the people. For example, you have a particular knowledge that you can share with people, you have a particular skill that you can help you can help people with. So then how do you connect that with the needs and of the in the society or of the community, and design ways and means to exchange value with them, so turning it to a business model. So, and then third BM is the business management. So business management is basically you have a marketing function. Marketing meaning you disseminate information, you give people information about what you do and how you do it and what is the value in it and how can people benefit from it. And then the sales function, and there's a sales function. Sales function is then people who are interested or need your help, then want to take this relationship forward, and how do you understand their exact needs and then give them the exact solution or the exact product that they need, and then you exchange payment for that and all of that. So that function takes care of that. So you have a marketing function, you have a sales function, then you have an operations function. Operations is basically the function that manufactures the product or produces the service and delivers the service to the product, so to the customer. So that, and then you have an accounting function, a way of keeping track of what is being spent and how much is being received, what you are earning and what you are spending, and then keeping track of that, and how whether you are profitable or not, things like that, and giving you information about what decisions to make and how to make them. And then there is a research and development function. So you continuously keep researching and developing your services, improving your services, spaces, products and programs. And then there's a management function that helps you sort of take stock of things every now and then, as a manager, as the owner of the business. And before that is also an HR function, human resource function. So you build a team to take care of different elements of the business. And so that, in short, is what ecological entrepreneurship entails. So first, taking into consideration ecological, cultural, human resources and needs, and integrating them with technology. And based on what your personal mission in life is based on your own values and how you want to contribute to the world, and then using the business management tools to manage the business. So that was the idea of today's episode, and I hope you found it useful. So thank you very much for tuning in, and if you found value, please share and subscribe, and I look forward to hearing from you, and till the next time, take care.